Everybody, this is Cam with Real Home Jobs Now. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I'd like to share with you some opportunities that I found with Humana. Humana is one of the largest insurance and healthcare services provider companies within the United States, and they have many remote positions available. I do want to point out two or three to you that jumped out to me, starting with the Medicare inbound contact rep. The reason this one did jump out to me is because it's available in most of the United States. All of those states are listed here. Of course, it is a remote job and it is full-time as well. Within this particular role, which is again the Medicare Inbound Contact Representative 2, you will be responsible for addressing incoming telephone, digital, or written inquiries from Humana's Medicare members. All right, Humana does point out that this is a high volume call center setting. You'll be handling 40 plus inbound calls per day from their members in a fast-paced inbound call center environment, which they've noted can be a bit stressful at times. So the responsibilities overall for this role include recording the details of all of your member interactions and then taking the appropriate action. Any call where you cannot resolve the issue, you can escalate. You'll be working within Humana's defined parameters. However, you'll be working under minimal supervision and under minimal direction. So you will have some autonomy once you've learned the job as to what steps you need to take to provide the best level of service as well as resolution to those members. And then, of course, you'll follow their standard policies and practices as well to help you determine what's going to be the best course of action for the members. Now, getting into scheduling and other details about the role, says that virtual training is going to start on day 1 of employment and run the first 10 to 12 weeks. That's going to be from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. They're going to be looking for you to, of course, be on time, dressed appropriately, and have your camera on during training and for other meetings as required. All right. They're looking for you to be in attendance for that training and no time off within the first 60 days following training as well, unless, of course, it's going to be a Humana observed holiday. Following training, you'll be assigned an 8-hour shift between hours of 7:45 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, and apparently there is a shift bid process as well. Some weekends and overtime may be required, especially during October, March, which is their peak season. They do note that this position requires learning many systems, policies, and tools. So just give yourself grace and know that it'll take you time to become proficient in that role. And they're looking for you to be willing to remain in the role for a period of 12 months before you can apply to other Humana opportunities. All right, so that actually sounds good to me because it sounds like Humana wants to hire and promote from within when they can. All right, so qualifications. They're looking for somebody who has 2 years of customer service experience. You should be able to demonstrate that you have that experience with attention to detail while actively listening to customers. Prior experience managing multiple or competing priorities, especially using different applications and systems simultaneously. You'll need proficiency with Microsoft Office applications and prior experience effectively communicating with customers. For preferred qualifications, they're looking for an associate or bachelor's degree, somebody who's had experience with inbound call center, previous healthcare experience, and someone who's bilingual in Spanish and English. Again, everybody, these are preferred, not required qualifications. So no worries if you don't meet these. These are nice to haves as far as Humana is concerned. For their work at home guidance, this is what you'll need to adhere to. And I think these are pretty standard across the board, but you'll just want to make sure that you're able to meet these. This language proficiency testing is referring back to here if you are bilingual in Spanish and English. All right, they do tell you all about their interview process from the text pre-screen through assessment, video pre-screen, interviews, offers. All right, so you'll want to take a look at that if you're interested in this or any other role with Humana. It is a 40-hour per week role, again, full-time, and it's paying anywhere from $39 to $49 per year. And of course, you'll get a description of benefits here as well. And let's move on into the next role, guys. Next up, we've got the provider installation representative. This one is fully remote, full-time, nationwide. So let's take a quick look at this. So it says that the Physician Finder Plus is the most utilized tool for Humana members, and the provider directory team manages the input and the criteria that's needed to make that tool useful. So that is where your role as the provider installation rep comes in. You'll be inputting data criteria into the directory designer, proofing paper directories, submitting any defects that you find within those directories. You'll be completing defect closeouts, doing some dashboard reporting, and researching provider information, as well as collaborating with the Internet Directory creator team and others most likely in order to keep these provider directories up to date. So for this one, they're looking for somebody with a year or more of administrative support, data entry, or related professional experience. So this is an entry-level role. You'll need experience using multiple computer applications simultaneously, just like the last position we talked about. And they're looking for somebody that has previous work experience in a fast-paced environment that's driven by metrics. So there will be metrics within this role that you'll be looking to adhere to, like most any other job that you have. So I wouldn't worry about that. And then, of course, you'll need to be able to meet the work-at-home requirements as well. For their preferred qualifications, if you've ever done a role like this before where you've worked with these systems, of course, that is preferred. If you've had experience working with provider installation directories, that's going to be preferred. And then some of this is just a reiteration of what they talked about above. Working in a fast-paced, metric-driven environment is one of those. And again, these are their preferred qualifications. I would imagine some of these are required, like having excellent communication skills in addition to attention to detail. All right. And let's get into the hours. They're looking for Monday through Friday for the first 90 days, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then they list some information here about flex time. You'll need to be remote with a camera. It's going to be 4 to 5 weeks of classroom style instruction. And again, this is remote nationwide within the United States. They do list their connectivity requirements here. Again, 40 hours a week, full time, and it's paying $43,000 to $56,200 per year. All right, guys, moving into the next role, we've got the inbound contacts representative. This is available in 8 locations. One of the 8 is actually remote nationwide, guys, even though it does list these specific states. So just keep that in mind. For this role, you'll be ensuring accurate and timely processing of all requests and taking appropriate actions. So that can include scheduling appointments, taking messages, and transferring calls to appropriate staff. You'll be looking to resolve patient issues through independent problem solving, and your goal is to do that on the very first call. Overall, you'll be addressing incoming telephone, digital, or written inquiries. All right, getting into the qualifications for this role, they're looking for someone with strong customer service skills with an emphasis on written and oral communication. You'll need to be able to actively listen and have the ability to remain calm and helpful, even if you're dealing with a patient who may be irate or upset. and you'll need to have a basic knowledge of things such as the Microsoft applications, as well as any other Humana apps that they train you on. For preferred qualifications, they're looking for someone who's bilingual English and Spanish. Again, this is preferred, not required, and someone who has a minimum of a year of previous experience working in an inbound customer service call center. Something else I want to note here under preferred, if you have experience in eClinical Works or any other electronic medical record systems like these that they list here, I would definitely point that out. But again, it's a preferred, not a must-have. Guys, please let me know if you apply to any of these roles. Definitely let me know if you get hired with Humana for these or any other role within the company. Please like and subscribe to the channel, as well as share this video with anybody else who is a work from homer or would like to work from home. And guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And until the next time, bye-bye.